And the red light is on. Hey, look at everybody out there. There are a lot of people out there. I am glad to see you all here. Clayton, how are you doing? Hey, everybody. I'm glad Clayton is here. I was looking for him to come in tonight, and I wanted to tell you all Clayton's going to be posting a tool haul video here this weekend. So if you can, click on his little icon down there in the chat. Make sure you go out and subscribe to his channel so you don't miss the tool haul. I want to see it. I put up my banner here. We're going to be talking about this slash prices, slash them, the slasher at the Harbor Freight icon. Now, you guys never heard me talk about icon before. I think I made fun of it back in the day because everybody was talking about it, so I didn't. But they got my attention, and I was just curious to see if they would get your guys' attention. But in the midst of all this, I got the most exciting news, and I want to bring him in here. Let me get myself in here. And I want to introduce my bro, my colleague, my brother from another mother, my great friend. Hey, everybody, welcome. And the old tech guy.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Dale, you totally stole it from me because I was gonna be like, "Hey, everybody, it's Ed, the old tech guy." but you beat me to it. You totally beat me to it.
No, you still got to do it because it is your moniker, right?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, Princess Jamie saying, "What's up? What's up, girl? How you doing? Finish that Jeep already."
Princess Jamie, let me tell you how much I love you before my wife gets home. Don't tell her. She is just the most awesome. Princess Jamie, thank you for being part of this great community. You are just awesome. Everybody loves you. You're just, there's just fantastic rumblings. Now, I got to ask you, did you get the Jeep out? Is the Jeep going out yet? I'm still looking for video. I don't know if you've been watching for it, Ed, but video. Looking for video of Princess Jamie's first time out on the Jeep. What was she waiting for? Oil or something? It was something weird. It's like, oh, drive that thing without oil. You know how to fix it.
You can rebuild the engine. Just drive it. Just don't worry about it.
She's got all the stuff in her kitchen to rebuild the engine. She can't make a casserole in there, but she can rebuild the Jeep engine in there.
Hey, I wonder how those hot cakes taste. You know, it's a little bit of syrup, accidental oil. There you go. You know,
I ran out of canola, but some Tim W30 ought to be just fine.
There you go.
Hey, you know what? I'm looking at the green room here. Isn't it funny how we talk about this stuff like we're like real movie stars or some crap like that? Go ahead, you guys, remind us that we're not movie stars out there. Please don't go away. We're going to get to the subject right here, but we have another special guest. Do you know who it is? You know who it is, don't you, Ed?
I got a really good feeling.
Well, go ahead and introduce him if you like, and I'll pop his picture up.
All right, guys. If you don't know who it is, you're about to find out because all he ever says is, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" It's my buddy Jay. Who? It can't be anybody else. Bring that guy on.
What's up?
Man, it's Domino. So you can, if I have some moniker, Jay, go ahead and let it rip because I stole Ed's and now Ed stole yours. So I don't know. What are you going to do? Stick Clippy on him. I know you. I know you put out that contract, bro. Don't even pretend like you didn't. There he is.
How about? There he is. He's looking good. I hope you're feeding him well. As a matter of fact, tonight, I'm gonna come to you guys. One of my personalities is Jay Hungry. You guys ever heard of a place called Portillo's?
Well, sure.
Their chocolate cake is phenomenal.
Right.
Man.
We all come on. If you're from Chicago, you know what.
Nice and some chocolate cake. So you guys can refer to me as Jay Hungry tonight.
Jay Hungry.
Jay Hungry. Hey Dale, I just got to tell you, if you're looking at the screen, if you can look right there, right behind me, That's your kung fu wrench chain right there, brother.
Oh, you got it?
You see it? Don't you see it? It's hanging on my door. See it?
Oh,
Right there.
okay.
You see it right behind my head?
There it is.
I keep it right there.
Look at him putting that sandwich up there. You know what, Jay? You're just wrong, bro.
Hey, I'm Jay Hungry, baby. Jay Hungry. You guys caught me right after dinner.
I am not sure what Jamie was saying. Something about her quick live drive or something. Did you do? Are you going to go live and drive the Jeep or something, Jamie? I'm not sure what she was
Oh,
saying.
that'd be pretty cool. That's a good idea. Live and driving live. That's good.
Hey, I want to make I want to tell everybody something here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think some people think that Clippy debuted on Jay Who's channel. I think people think he owns him, and that's cool. I think we're all going to start sharing him. I think it's a multi-channel character that we're just going to throw up there. But I actually put him in one of my videos, and that's how that joke started. I don't know if everybody knows that. I don't care who uses them or whatever. It was just kind of funny because some people are like, Jay Who, where's Clippy? And I'm like, wait a minute, how did that become a Jay Who thing?
No, that was yeah. Ed had this little cute cut and paste Clippy, and I figured it'd be so much better if he had something 3D, something live. And we got some surprises coming up for Clippy. We're actually going to modify Clippy. We're thinking, what are we thinking, Ed? Maybe like a smoke pipe to come out of his eye and some LED lights or something.
For PVC Clippy?
That's yeah, for PVC Clippy. So you have basically just a Clippy, but we're gonna modify it.
So Clayton is saying something here, and I'm trying to catch what he's saying. I'm telling you, you need to get where in all the YouTube is Clippy. I'm guessing he's saying that he wants to see Clippy in all of the YouTube videos. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to ruin it, Dale. I think we'll just hold on. We'll hold on with what's going to happen with Clippy here in the future. But it is kind of cool. I promise you.
So I'll ask you guys, since you guys are on, what if we start making Clippies and we start having like a raffle? You know, we can have like a giveaway of some Clippies. Because I mean, it's PVC. They cost what, like, I think I said it costs like $20. You know, we won't paint them, keep the cost down. We won't, and everybody can modify them to their own way. How about that? What do you guys think about that?
We could do something like that. I think we all just got to get together and.
Clayton cracks me up. He says it's kind of like a Where's Waldo deal. Princess Jamie had said, "Take him to Texas, and she'll take him to different countries."
Hey, look! I think we start out with a couple shirts. I say we get a Clippy, put all our 3 channels, and Clippy stabbing each of the channels. It'll be something funny. Because
Princess Jamie is asking for a link, and she says that if we send her a link, I know this is supposed to be about the icon stuff, and we'll get to that real quick because I don't want to stay on here all night or 3 hours. But Princess Jamie said if we send her a link real quick while she's still got daylight, she'll do a quick live drive in the Jeep. So let's have a vote out there in the in the gallery, you guys. You want to see Princess Jamie take us for a quick ride in her Jeep? Just let us know over there. Safiel, don't vote. We already know what your vote is. Safiel already wants to go. Right?
I'll give a thumbs up on that. That way, if we get her driving her Jeep live, then I can finish my cake.
Now, I guess you're gonna, Jamie, you're gonna have to use data for that now, right? Yeah. So see how that works.
That I was going to ask that question because I think she's out there in the boonies, and if she's out there in the boonies, she may have a really hard time keeping the stream going while she's driving it.
Zappiel out there making me a liar. Why you do that to me, bro?
I think he's more like I think PVC Clippy's more like I kill you hard.
I kill you. Hey, we gotta give him a Mexican accent or something, huh?
He'll be like, órale, güey, yo te mato, vato.
Zappiel's got a good point. You know, it looks like people are kind of liking that, Princess Jamie, but can you assure us that somehow you're going to be very safe? That is, Clippy. You can run over Clippy if you see him out there, but I think that Zappiel is right. That would be great, and I know we all like to see it, but can we do it safely? Is the question. So let us know what you have planned for that. She's in the military anyway, so she's. I risk my life every day. Watch this. Hold my beer.
Yeah,
hold my beer.
If she can shoot a 50 count a Hummer, I'm pretty sure she can do a live stream and drive. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Here we go. She said, of course she has a holder. So the question is, are we going to see anything? So.
Sorry, guys.
It'd be interesting.
Let me see. Do I still have Princess Jamie? I'm gonna drop out of here a second and let you guys take it so I can send Princess Jamie a link.
Shoot her a link,
right,
bro.
Cool.
I got it.
So what did you think about that?
About what exactly?
Think about that scrapper, man? Can you?
You should
came to my house.
So we should preface this, right? So you have a video that just came out. I would say probably about 15 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago, where you were, where you were putting out some scrap in front of your house, and usually a lot of people that pick up scrap for extra money, they pick up anything you put out there. It doesn't matter. In my case, I put a lot of metal in computers and different hard drives and stuff like that, and it disappears in moments. The scrappers are fighting over it.
Right.
In your case, you went ahead and put some fencing out there, but because the fencing had a tree growth in between it, the scrapper, the guy that wanted to take it, wasn't too happy with the wood and said, "Forget it. It's not worth it. It's not worth my time. I'll go get some scrap somewhere else." And sounds like you lost it.
And it wasn't just. It just wasn't one scrapper. It was two. It was two guys. They drove by. Because I put metal out twice. That's how much metal I had. And it was old fence that was buried in dirt. It was my neighbor's. I just needed to repair a small section of my fence. So I took what I needed and everything else went out to the street. And they cleared everything except that one piece. And I just, you people nowadays, it's just unbelievable. They just want handouts, and if it's a little bit of work, they want nothing to do with it. Unbelievable.
Hey, man, I get what you're saying. I was with you on the video. I get it. It's like, dude, you put the scrap out there. Are you going to take it or not? And for them to say no and just leave it there, just because they got to take 5 minutes and unroll it and cut out a piece of wood, and I mean, how bad do they want the money?
Or set it up. Yeah. I mean, a hustle's a hustle, right? That was kind of my point. You have to work, even though it's a hustle. You got to work. People doing illegal hustles, they still got.
Yeah.
They got to spend some type of money.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. It can't. You got to be able to. You got to put a little work into it, right? So, like, think about us for a minute. We kind of take this YouTube thing as a hobby. Some of us take it as a second job. Some of us take it as a full-time job. What's that, Zappiel? I'm kidding about safety. Oh, no, you shouldn't be kidding. That was actually a very good point. It's like she's gonna run over a deer, and it's okay, cool. But no, back to what we were saying. So, like. Think about what we do for the YouTube videos, right? There's investment that we make on some of the tools that we buy and review. There's investment that we make when we spend gas and try to go do a trip. video equipment and sound equipment, editing equipment. So it just, how bad do you want it, right? And again, for some of us, it's a hobby. Some of us, it's a job. When you want to make that side hustle money, you got to put 110%. That guy obviously didn't want to put 110% to take that medal. It was easy money.
Those guys.
Yeah. Those guys. More than one guy. Yeah. More than one guy.
And check this out. The one guy, two houses down the street from me, they're doing a total gut out. Everything's coming out of the house. The only thing that's staying up is the walls. And the guys came out. They saw the scrapper and said, "Hey, listen, come here. We want to show you this stuff." The guy comes out of the house, and I said, "Hey, was there a lot?" And he goes, "Yeah, there was a lot, but there's a boiler. I don't know how to get it in my pickup truck." And I looked at him like, "Are you asking me for help?" I said, "How much am I going to get from the scrap if I help you?" And he just looked at me, and he's like, "Oh, no, that's okay. I'll just pass." You're passing scrap metal from a whole house because you can't figure out how to put the boiler in your truck. Unbelievable. I unbelievable.
Yeah, I understand, bro. I don't get why they're like that. You know, what are you going to do? It used to be in the old days, man. If you needed to make a buck, you do whatever it took. I used to sell. When I started out as a kid, I used to sell cheese door to door. I used to sell perfumes and colognes and stuff, and I was doing that at like 10 years old, 12 years old. Before anybody freaks out about the cheese thing, there was homemade cheese that they would make with milk. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but in Mexican culture, it's called queso fresco, and they would make it, and we would. Yeah, he's eating it up, ain't he? And we would, a lady would make it in the neighborhood, and I'd go door to door selling it, and I got 20%. She got the rest. So I was a kid. I wanted to make money. I wanted an Atari. I wanted an Atari 2800. Remember that, Dale? I made cash soldering those things back together.
Hey, I wonder how much is an Atari worth now?
Oh, big money, bro. Big money. I'm sure.
Okay, so you guys have probably noticed that Ed the Old Tech Guy here, I'm changing the subject up here a little bit. Ed the Old Tech Guy kind of revealed himself on a recent video, and thanks for that, Ed. It was great, and it's completely and totally awesome having you back. And I couldn't sound like a worse host saying that, but it is true. Everybody's really glad you're back here. But, you know, now seeing you, it's like, you know, you kind of flash that old guy badge. I mean, look at me, you know, I'm 100 miles of dirt road for a face here. I'm not even the better half of my wife. She's only the whole thing. That it's that bad. But seriously, man, you don't look that old. So I got to ask you, this is the age test right here. Ed the Old Tech Guy, have you ever played a record that you got off of a box of cereal?
Yes.
You have. Okay. Well, what was the record and what was the cereal box?
Oh, dear God. God, give me a second. It was Tricks. And I don't remember the song. It wasn't a famous song. It wasn't like a Michael Jackson record or nothing like that. But that's a great question.
Oh, how about you, Jay? Have you ever played a? He's not old enough. He's not old enough. He probably doesn't even remember the Great Depression. It starts tomorrow, Jay.
Well, I do remember paper records on certain. I even want to think McDonald's came out with one with that double cheeseburger burger please. It was like a rap.
That's what I'm remembering. Is like those records that had the jingle from the commercial in the cereal box.
Jay wrote down the lyrics so he wouldn't forget them.
I'm just a good customer. What can I say?
No. He's always hungry. That's the thing. He's always hungry. So
Jay Hungry was here today.
So you tell him anything about food, he knows it. All right, so I'll make it a little easier for you guys. I was what's the president What's the president that you remember from your youth, Dale? Your first president you remember? Not the president when you were born. Not the president when you were born, but the president that you remember.
Richard M. Nixon.
Holy crap! Okay, dude. All right.
I am not a criminal.
So I'm obviously I was born before this president, but the president I remember and grew up with in school and everything was Reagan. I remember Reagan.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just have mommy write a check. Yeah.
Zaffield. Lincoln. He says Lincoln.
I am so old. This is true now. Okay. My mom showed me pictures of it. I don't know if I still got those pictures, but I am so old that Lady Bird Johnson was at my preschool graduation because she had started that whole preschool type thing before you went to kindergarten. That was a Lady Bird Johnson thing. And so she was at my preschool graduation. So yeah, that's pretty old. And by the way, my record was Sugar Sugar by the Archies. Oh. And it was on a back of a box of honeycomb. And you could actually cut the record out and put it on a record player and play it. So.
All right. So guys, I was a kid of the 70s and 80s. And I'll tell you, I know that it says Ed the old tech guy and that moniker of old. Let me explain that for a second, since that's come up. When you grew up in the neighborhood that I grew up in, being my age right now, that's old. I'm considered a really old guy. A lot of people that I know that I grew up around, they probably got shot and killed between 15 to 25. So that's where that comes from. If when I go down those streets and I see the old neighborhood, people tell me, "Hey man, that's one of them old guys, man. He's old. He's old school. Leave him alone." So that's kind of where that moniker comes from, old. Because again, when I look at those guys that that grew up around me, and we sit down and start remembering, I'd say about 80% of those people ain't with us or are in jail. So that's kind of where it came from. I know it's kind of deep. It's not as kind of funny or cool, but that's kind of where that came from. Jay knows a little bit about that. I'll let Jay speak to that.
Here, let me bust in here real quick before Jamie runs out of daylight. There, we have what happened? Did we lose Ed, or we lost Jay? We lost Jay, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Jay will be back. Everybody, Jamie is backstage. I'm going to bring her out right now. There she is. Okay, Jamie, I'm going to, Ed and I are going to get out of here, and we're going to watch you go for it here. I'm going to put you on the sideline here for a second, Ed, and I'm going on too.
All right, well, I just went down the road and I'm going back to my house.
I think there's room for both of us on here because you're in poker mode. Sorry about that, Ed. I get to talk to Princess Jamie because it's my channel, you punk. My old guys call people punk. Looks good, though. Is it quiet, or is that just what we're hearing, Jamie? I don't know if she can hear me. You saw it first here. You guys came to see icon, but look, we're seeing an icon. This is Princess Jamie in her Jeep that she's been working on and rebuilding this thing for quite some time, and she's taking us out for a kind of first ride. I think she said that she is going to be leaving for the boonies tomorrow. So I don't know where the boonies are at in Texas. I thought all of Texas was the boonies. Actually, anybody? Let's get some comments up here. Oh man, we should probably not. I'm going to pull you up here, Princess Jamie, so we don't show everybody where you live at here. There we go. Let me bring Ed, the old tech guy, back here. Oh, and Jay finally came back. Are you there, Ed?
I'm here, buddy. I'm here. I just found out something. I'm going to make it work right now. Let's see if we can make it work. Bam.
Check. Can you guys hear me?
We hear you better now, Jay. You were breaking up pretty bad, bro.
Oh yeah, your picture's not toggling anymore either.
Yeah, would you jump on Wi-Fi?
What happened?
And the old tech guy, $2 holla. Hey, I did.
Cheers. Cheers, everybody.
I don't know how. Now I got to figure out how to. I barely could figure out how to make it work. Now I got to figure out how to give my money.
That will be. Hey guys, look, everybody watching here. I've been asking Dale to please allow super chats to come on here, please, because I've been wanting to reward him for his hard work and some of the great stuff he does with tools. And listen,
I'm going to log off and then check back on.
Some of that stuff isn't cheap. Buying those tools, for the most part, you got to go buy them yourself. So I'm throwing him some super chats because we got to get this thing going for Dale.
If you do that again, Ed, I'm going to tell your wife.
Dale, you deserve it, man. Your channel's amazing. You bring out some great deals, and I said it in my last video. You got a heart of gold, man. People don't know you personally from your viewership.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys.
But man, dude, you're a great guy. So
I appreciate that. It looks like Jay is having some trouble out there, and Jamie dropped out a little bit. Is she back in there? I was just going to have her tell us a little bit about her Jeep and how it's going. And it looks like she's everybody's curious about. Somebody said when I said she's going to the boonies, she said, "Who's going to Mississippi?" These guys, I always think I'm so funny, but these guys out here are hilarious. They're cracking me up. I think that was that Clayton? Was that you that said that? You make me laugh, man. You make me laugh.
Hey, if nothing else, Dale, check it out. I got gray hair. Okay, I got some gray hair. Look at that. That's pretty gray, man. Look at that.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I was saying, doesn't Ed look like Simba's cousin or something? Like old Simba. Like he's the Lion King of the tool channels, right? And you gotta have the tongue thing too.
Yeah, that's right.
I think
right there. We crack us up, guys. Hey, they started the conversation without us, but I have just got to say, who wants to? Oh, wait, nope. Is that not the right one? Is it this one? Who wants to talk about some toolboxes, some icon/prices? Jay, is this the behemoth that you saw out there?
That's the one, and actually, the one I saw had another piece on the side. I think it was like a 36-inch cart that was full length. The thing was, it was beautiful.
Oh yeah, they have a 22-inch drawer bank that you can add to this. So we're going to see that in just a second here.
Yeah, that's the one that I saw.
Princess Jamie is back here. Look at her. What a doll baby here. Princess Jamie, tell us where the boonies are that you're heading. You said you're heading off there tomorrow. So everybody's curious about it in the chat there. So let them know where the boonies are at for you. Now, let me see right here. I'm going to pop up. So here is what I ended up seeing, guys. Okay, you guys saw that change, right? Did it change? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So Yeah, Icon, new lower prices. Now this popped in on the Inside Track Club email that I got, and right away Clayton sent me an email. Did you get the email about the about the new boxes? So I said, yes, I did. So I wanted to keep it on the down low. So we keep it on the down low. So I real quick went out and made this up, and you guys know this. I just wanted to say it real quick. I did not talk about Icon because it just flooded the internet so much so that it was, let me be frank here, okay? Truly, Evan, cover your ears for a second. It was pissing people off, okay? It was just everywhere and driving everybody nuts. So I intentionally was out of it because I didn't think it was for the guys on my channel that would be interested in this, because it's for the Justin Dow type guys, the professionals. And seriously, I didn't think that it was in our grasp. And I was really surprised when I got this email today because they dropped the prices. I'm not going to mess around anymore. I'm going to show them to you. So the reason for this whole thing anyway is because I wanted you guys to give input about this. Is this going to get your attention now? Because it certainly got mine when I saw how much they changed the prices. Now, real quick, and hopefully everybody knows this, I do not work for Harbor Freight. They don't pay me. They don't support my channel in any way. My channel's for you guys. So you guys give me all the support I need. And that's not super chats, but thank you, Clayton. Anyway, I very much appreciate that. It'll go directly to supporting the channel. So, when I put something out here for Harbor Freight, it's not because they gave me anything or they supported me or are paying for it. They're not paying for it. I just think it's a cool thing. So I wanted to throw it out here for you. And, Ed and Jay, feel free to bust in on this. So here's the deal. And I'm going to start with this 72-inch because it's like, almost $2,000 off of it. Yeah. So they brought the $5,000 price down. Shut up. It's not $49.99. It's $5,000. Quit it. It's $5,000, right, guys?
That's right.
Okay. So it's $5,000. And the new price on it's $37.99.99. By the way, you'll see this out at Harbor Freight site right now. These prices are already up. And then guess what? You still get a 20% off coupon on that. So $3,039 from $5,000. I know what everybody's thinking. They're like, well, golly, that's still a lot of money. Well, heck yeah, that's still a lot of money for me, fellas. So, but it really seems like a huge amount coming down from $5,000 to $3,000. So I'm going to shut up for a minute and get my co-hosts to chime in on this and start lining up some comments for everybody to see here. What do you guys think?
Hey Dale, I gotta say this. So you know me, I've done this on my channel, and I'm probably going to do it again. Where I'd like to measure this up to Let Go and things of that nature. I'll tell you right now, a Snap-on box on Let Go, man. A 73-incher like that or bigger, or a little bit bigger, man, dude, that's going to still cost you about $5,000-6,000 easy. So $3,000 for a brand new Icon box, and that's pretty tempting. Plus the 20%, that starts getting really tempting there. But I like what somebody in the chat said. If they give one more price drop, I'll probably go run out and buy, and that's because I'm poor. but man, that
was Barry Everson said that.
Yeah, Barry, you're right on, man. Ed, the old tech guy, agrees with you 100%. One more price drop, and I'll probably go run in and buy one. Right now, it's just a little too steep for my pocket, but then again, I measure it for what I would buy at Letgo, and you know what? I'd get one all dented up with tons of stickers. It's been mistreated, and it would probably cost another extra $1,000 to $2,000 plus delivery and all that other crap. And I got to go deal with people. Man, it's a great Zaffiel, great great thought too. I'd like to compare that with the U.S. Generals. You know, Jay, you went ahead and saw those live, the Icon ones, right? You saw them live. What did you think?
Yeah, I actually saw them. I did not like the drawers. I think for that much money, I think you have to have the ball bearing drawers. I mean, they probably were ball bearing, but it was just the way they closed. It wasn't. It didn't close like it was worth that much money. If that makes any sense.
No, it does make sense, but I've noticed that the grease they put on these for some reason is very sticky. And if you change that up, now I use lithium grease, but everybody else says use graphite, and it changes the U.S. General a lot. These are ball bearing drawer slides, Jay. So I'm guessing that it's just that sticky grease that they put on them.
Yeah, it's just something I didn't like about the way they closed. But me personally, I don't think I have enough tools to fit that 36 base cabinet because I'm really not a mechanic tool wrench ratchet kind of guy. But I think I got in my garage a 24-inch base, and then on top of that 24-inch base is probably like an 18-inch stackable, and I got all my tools in that. So yeah, I don't have space in my garage either. That big beast, I measured it, that thing's like a foot taller than me. So yeah, that doesn't even fit in my garage. I'd have to build a new garage to get that beast in there.
Yeah, the one that seems a little tempting to me, Dale, honestly, is that $15.99, the 36-inch base one. That is exactly what I'm looking for my garage. I think for that price though, I get the Apple wheels, and what I mean by that is I don't know if you've seen the new Apple computer that's like $6,000 with the $900 casters on it. So I mean, for that price, they better throw in some Macintosh $900 casters, because the casters that are on there, they look cool. They got this rim look to them,
right?
Like they're rims out on a car. I don't care about that. I would much rather those real heavy duty Harbor Freight casters that they have, those big blue ones, or something even better than that. For that price, to me, the casters were kind of the thing that bothered me the most. But I really like that one. I like how it's got that nice big handle and the accessories that you can add to it. You drop it a little more, and I'm probably into that guy. But then you got the Husky, right? You talked about this on your channel, Dale. You got the Husky, and you've even got the Lowe's brand sets that are out there. You got Craftsman and what am I thinking about? Cobalt, and you could find some of these, competing Cobalt ones a bit cheaper, because it's almost like they're phasing Cobalt ones out.
Yeah, I think I agree with Barry. If I was gonna go ahead and maybe spend some money and get that 36, I'd have to have it in orange.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Barry said something about the royal purple would be cool, but right? Jamie is here. This, you guys saw this. This is why everybody in this community loves Jamie.
Yeah, there you go.
She saw them live. Get this, when she was picking up welding supplies. You gotta love this girl, right? That's awesome. That's so cool.
Definitely cool.
The caster thing is something that I also heard out there. So yeah, I think they have like some sort of plastic chrome, like a little hubcap on them that really makes it look cheap. Now I went and saw these, and I was really impressed with them. But I think I'm with Sapiel. Didn't he say something like, "Oh, if it was maybe twice the price of a U.S. General 72," but let's take into consideration here this: you've got the very highly adjustable tool storage drawer here in the lower right corner. The big drawer is got adjustable. They're kind of plastic, but they're still tough. Let's remember, this is free delivery, guaranteed lifetime guarantee on it. So they better make it tough or they better fix it. And then it's got above that, it's got the outlet drawer. And I kind of cheaped out on mine because a train is expensive now. I don't know if Ed worked on any CNC machinery, but I used to do some of that shop kind of stuff. And what they did was they had like this chain drive type thing that you would put cables in for moving arms and apertures so that they wouldn't kink up or get caught up in the machinery. And that's what this power drawer has. I was going to do that on mine too. Somebody, I think Den of Tools actually showed somebody that had done that and showed on Amazon where you can get that little link chain thing pretty cheap for that. So I
got a good picture of that on my video. I got a good picture of that when I saw it. But yeah, that's a nice feature. So that bottom one, is that the one also that holds your tools?
It is
like a holster for your guns and stuff.
Yeah, and I think it can hold 5, and they're adjustable in height.
Right.
And I think they adjust a couple of ways, but I know they're adjustable in height. One of the worries is for the bigger tools, because you get into like it seems like some of the Ingersoll Rand, they get a little bit, they get a little bit curvy when you put a boot on them, I think, to protect them. So.
Hey, Barry Everson, you're absolutely right. Drop it to 1,200, heck, 1,100, because I want to buy some better casters on it. And I'm in on that 36-inch one. I really like that one. That's the one I kind of have been sweating about. My problem has been the casters all along. And I have this weird thing about me that if I'm not happy with the quality of a piece of it, and I've got to go ahead and repair it, and you've overpriced it in my mindset, then I don't want to run and buy it. If you price it in a very good standpoint, and I've got to repair some things and upgrade it, then it's worth it to me to buy it and upgrade it to my liking. I think the price point is still a little bit high for the casters that it has for my personal liking, but it's still a darn good price. It's called a
Hey Ed, let me ask you this too, Dale. How important is music to you guys when you're working in the shop in your garage? Is that ever a factor? Because if I was to drop some money on that, I want some speakers in it. So I honestly, I'd probably go with the Husky that's got the little Bluetooth speakers. I just like jamming.
Yeah, I see your point, Jay. But for me, it's kind of funny. I've been waiting for the music part that's going to come on the Milwaukee pack-out system. I want the little Bluetooth speaker set on that, because I think that I take that more places than anything. And if you got something in the shop, you probably got something dedicated that's large, put away, maybe on top of your camera system or whatever your shop has as far as electronics, possibly a nearby computer. You probably want to stick a large Bluetooth speaker under there. Heck, by the way, Sam's Club and Costco had these Bluetooth giant speakers that you can buy, and they were, I think, like $300 with lights and everything. It's like a disco ready to go.
Yeah, Clayton's got to have tunes also. Yeah, I think he would agree with me then. If he's gonna drop some money on a box, I think he's gonna need. He'd like to have some speakers with it. Well, yeah. Jamie, you're outside underneath a donut. Just blew up.
Evan, what is going on?
Yeah. We probably don't want to know what just happened at Evan's house, but good Lord, son, what the heck?
When you put an M80 in a jelly donut?
This kid cracks me up. I was asking, I don't know if you saw my last video, but I was asking about I mentioned that Evan I saw that he got one of the Pittsburgh, not the Pittsburgh Pro, but he got the Pittsburgh Ratchet. And I was asking, you might drop in the comments there for everybody that watches this video, how you like it, because that's what that tool set came with. And Evan comes back, he says, well, He goes, I got the swivel head ratchet and I really love it. I haven't used it once.
So you know, I want to say that Barry Everson and I seem to be mind melding here on everything. Dude, you're right on. Built-in speakers are always something to be cautionary about because cautionary, is that a word? You got to be cautious about because if that breaks, you beat those drawers up, man. You beat that cabinet up. You throw stuff in there. You may throw oil in there by accident. And if you break that speaker system in that built-in unit, man, that's a lot of money. I'm with you. Soundbar, a Bose system. Go get yourself something and put it away where you keep your electronics safely in your shop. That's my thinking. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. That's the way I do it or would do it.
Did you guys see that idea about the Bluetooth soundbar? That is a great idea.
Yeah.
With maybe a sub.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's not built in. If it's sitting outside, I'm all for it.
Look at Jay Shawty over there, man. He could put it up in that upper overhead cabinet because he can't reach up there anyway. Just put he'll put a whole line of subs up there, subwoofers, right?
Yeah, it'll take me back in the day. It'll be like
Jay
the old Chevy. It'll be like my Chevy Caprice I had with 15s in the trunk. Just rattling away. Blue, 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 blue.
Now, I think that, and maybe that's why they quit building them in. Like you said, the built-in speakers are not going to sound very good. And I don't think it's something that I would do either. It's funny, if there's any audio files out there, I use a couple of Clips speakers. I have a video out there of the tunes I put out in my shop because I like to have music to listen to. Amazingly, Jamie said she doesn't really listen to music when she wrenches. I would have guessed the other way. I would have thought a lot of people that are really into wrenching, because you spend a lot of time out there, right? So you want to listen to tunes. But I think that some of the portable Bluetooth things that they have are so good, and the battery life on those and phones is so good that it makes sense to just go that way because it's so portable.
Yeah, Dale, absolutely. That's what I was talking about. The Costco had this giant speaker, like the kind you go to dance clubs. It was actually pretty big, and you could get a tripod for it. But it was powered already. You can buy a second speaker so you get stereo sound. It's got lighting. It's got all kinds of features, man. It was pretty cool for $300 at Costco or Sam's Club. Had something similar. I would get that, put that in the shop, away from oil and anything that could hurt stuff 100 times sooner than I would get something built in. And not that it's a bad idea. I get where Jay's coming from. It just depends what kind of shop you're working in. So Jay probably would work in a wood shop, right? You like a lot of wood. Your biggest worry is dust problem.
Yeah. You really can't have nothing in a shop, in a wood shop. I mean, unless you got a really good dust collector, but other than that, it doesn't make any sense. I had actually some house speakers. I put them up in the rafters in my garage, and I hooked it up to one of those old school tuners with the blue light and all the knobs, and that was working well for a second. But I won't say who, but somebody walked in, saw it, thought it was junk, and threw it away.
Oh no! Oh
so
no!
I lost my tunes.
Oh no! That's sad. That's sad.
We're not going to name any names, but so yeah, I've been using that little black Carmen.
Yeah.
That's the name of it. That thing's got nice bass to it, nice kick. So I go with that now. But I'd like something that's stationary, that'll stay in place, and I don't have to be taking it in and out of the house.
Okay,
Just gotta worry about the winners.
Let me drop in and answer a question for Zaphiel right here, right quick. There you go. Okay,
Hey.
so that's what you're seeing. See, it's $3,800 on the website, but that's before the 20% off, Zaphiel. So you get an additional 20% off. So everybody feel free to grab that code. But I think all of the Icon 20% off coupon codes will work to get 20% off that $3,800.
And I got one on my website too, guys. So I don't know. Maybe try Dale's and then try mine. Maybe you'll get 40% off.
Hey Jay, why you shilling out there, bro?
Hey, I'm chilling like a villain, baby.
I'm not crazy about any of that shill stuff, man.
I don't care. Whatever. People can call me whatever they want, man.
Hey, come on, guys. Tell me that Dale does not remind you of Blue. You my boy, Blue.
My boy, Blue.
You my boy, Blue.
I've been jumping on that picking on J.U. bandwagon. Jay, you know we love you, right?
Jay Shilling. Hey, man, that's a new character for Jay. I'm Jay Shilling here. I just got me a new icon ratchet because they gave it to me. So I'm going to give it a perfect score review.
In your sun face.
We're only teasing you so much because we love you, Jay, and so can you for $9.95.
Hey, well, you know what? I was thinking maybe we should start selling Clippies. How about that?
I know you've said that. So I was going to talk to you about that because the PVC Clippy is probably too expensive, too much labor. But you know they sell like those novelty big paper clips. We get that, put some googly eyes on it, and get the mustache and go for it.
Yeah.
Hey, you're shilling for Wendy's? I love it, Clayton.
Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, Jason's Deli. I just did Portillo's chocolate cake at the beginning of the show. What else do I got?
Hey,
Pure Aqua.
Hey, dude, you gotta do where you do the best truck stop restaurants on your route. That's what you gotta do.
Look at that end locker. That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Somebody posted a comment. The end locker is pretty cool. That was really nice.
Now, for this one here, I wanted to bring up, and you guys probably already know this, that the occasional time that we do see the U.S. General locker and the drawer bank for U.S. General go on sale, it's only like $20 off. It's normally $220, and we'll see that coupon come up for $199, so for about $200. And don't quote me on that, but I think it's for either one of them. You know, at any given time, you'll see that come up in a color. But let's keep it in perspective. This is U.S. General versus Icon, and there's a big, huge difference here. And the U.S. General is 15-inch by 30, and this is going to be 22. So
22 or 28? Oh, the end cabinet.
Yeah, the end cabinet is 22. What is the locker? Is that 28?
End locker's 28.
Mine's 12, I think, on the Husky. It's 72, and no, it's not even that. It's 72, and then you add the end locker, it's like 80 or 82 or something. Gosh, I can't even remember my measurements now, but I remember who Marlo Thomas is, Ed the Ulta guy. So let me run some more comments up here.
Hey, I've got a question for you guys. Can you just buy the end locker and put casters on it?
I haven't seen it with one set of casters.
Yeah, and so did my Husky. It came with a set of casters as well. But you know what, Ed? I don't think I do that because the height to caster distribution would be off if anybody understands that. I worry about the guys that are putting drawer banks, hanging them off the end of their carts without. I would at least put a set of small casters there in case you stopped real quick and there was a lot of weight in that cabinet, and it would tilt forward a little so that the casters would catch it and it wouldn't go all the way, up and maybe damage the drawer bank. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about, where people will, instead of putting a side tray on there, they'll hang, modify and hang one of these drawer banks off of a 5-drawer cart.
So I was thinking of the side end locker by itself, guys. Just put 4 casters at the bottom and without the rest of the tool cart, just like that. I'm wondering how cool that would be.
If you did the end locker, you just have to do like an earthquake anchor so that it doesn't tip forward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That makes total sense, right? You anchor it or have a way that it clicks into the wall or something so that somebody doesn't it doesn't fall on their head.
Yeah. Oh, Princess Jamie's comment about working at Wendy's and making personal food. When I worked there in high school, we used to make extra food at the end of the night, and then we'd have all this food left over, and then that's how we would feed our families. At the end of the night, we'd get home and everybody would have bags of Wendy's because we made too much extra food. So,
man, and wait a minute, hold on. Zaffiel is saying that we got 9 thumbs up and 1 thumbs down. Who gave us a thumbs down, man? Come on.
that's all right.
Who's gonna give us a thumbs down? I mean, you got the butt of a joke right here. A blind guy and 2 Mexicans walking a bar.
You guys are Mexican?
I didn't know you guys were Mexican. I'm not. I'm an American, but I descended from Mexico, and or my family does. But I'm an American. I don't have a choice, and I say that with love for both sides because I love that Selena movie. There's a line in it, and the guy said James Edward Olmos, I think is his name, says it perfectly. He says, "You're not Mexican enough for the Mexicans. You're not American enough for the Americans." So we Chicanos, we're in the middle. We're kind of in the middle.
That's what he said about Selena, right?
That's right. That's right. Because I speak Spanish, but when I speak Spanish, and some of the Mexicans, in the neighborhoods, they like, man, you don't speak it very well. You have an accent, right? And then they're like, and then when I speak English, then I get people saying, "Oh my God, you speak English so well." It's like, well, yeah, I grew up here. I'm an American.
Yeah, my Spanish that was taught to me has got a lot of bad words, so I have to I have to be very careful when I speak Spanish. That's the way I was brought up.
Got a bunch of great people out there. Barry, thanks for that. I don't know if you saw Barry's comment, Ed, but he said the holes are there in the
Bottom cabinet,
so that you can put other casters on there. You can get them.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Barry, absolutely. Both Jay and I can make awesome food. Jay actually has a few videos on his channel where he's made salsa. He's got to, dude. You got to do the carne asada. If not, I'm gonna do it. and I'm not Ed hungry. Come on.
I'm gonna tell you what. At $6.99 a pound, Justin Dow is gonna have to wait because I promised him that the next steak taco video I was gonna dedicate to him, but I don't know, man. $6.99 a pound for some skirt steak. He's gonna have to wait. He's gonna be hungry.
Hey, Zaffiel, you're absolutely right. Don't ever call a man from Spain Mexican. They hate that.
Oh no!
Don't ever do that. Don't call a Puerto Rican Mexican. Don't call somebody from Venezuela Mexican. Don't call somebody from Colombia Mexican. They don't like it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Barry, you ate well. Yeah.
Oh, it's a shame it's your ex. I hope you could still go to her mom's house and eat.
Yeah, right. You gotta stay cool with the mother-in-law.
That's right.
Actually, that's where I get my salsa recipes from, is my mother-in-law. So I love my mother-in-law.
I just wanted to throw up this comparison. I'm sure there's guys out there that are probably going to argue, as to whether or not this icon stuff stands up to Snap-on. And, I don't know myself. I haven't, had I've seen the icon, but I haven't seen Snap-on. So you guys that have seen both will have to let me in. Jamie probably knows because she saw the icon live, and she's probably seen her share of. She said she was a truck mechanic for a while, so she's had to see these guys have the big Snap-on boxes and just look at the prices. And remember, you're financing this, and they're probably somewhere around 21% or whatever on interest here. Ed's gone red, so we'll drop him out for a minute. Oh, wait, he's back.
I'm back.
Hey, what was I gotta ask Jamie, what was she said the name of the snap-on? Mr. Big or Big Mr. something is the name of their big boxes.
Oh, she
there
did
was a
say
name there was a name that she used. I forgot what it was. I think was it Mr. Big?
Look,
Hopefully she can.
Princess
she can
Jamie,
drop
if
that
you're
in
out
the
there, throw in the name again so that we don't get lost on that point of thought. But I got to tell you, Dale, that I don't think either price is it's worth it, right? Like I'd rather pay like $5,000 for all those things from Icon, and $28,000. There's no way I'm paying $28,000 for everything Snap-on. I'd probably go, half that, with the Snap-on name. If I went to buy all of that Snap-on on Let Go or some, Facebook or one of those guys, I think about the price drop that you're taking on a used box like that, or a box. One, you may buy it for $28,000, but keeping it for a week or two, it's a depreciating asset. It's going to depreciate to the point of half its cost. So, I mean, what are you looking at? Like 10,000?
Mr. Big, snap on Mr. Big. There it is.
Thanks, Princess Jamie. Thank you.
Pro, but I wouldn't call it pro. Yeah. Yeah, it all depends on the person too and what kind of work they do. I don't work enough on cars to get something like that. I still got ratchets and tools from when I was a teenager, and they're craftsmen. So
a lot of people don't think too that there's like clean environments, right? So like, I don't know how much you guys know about data centers. But there's people that work in data centers that need access to tools all the time, and they need cabinets just like this to put their tools away. And they absolutely use power tools and absolutely use all kinds of ratchets and everything because they have to bolt in the cement and do all kinds of great stuff. I've done that for years, and I know the kind of work. And we have cabinets like that. We have no reason to buy a $28,000 Snap-on cabinet. You're not going to beat it up like that. Maybe a semi truck. If you work on semi trucks,
diesel mechanic,
something a little tougher. Yeah, diesel mechanic.
Here is the thing that really caught me on this is look at the bottom line of here. It's like, okay, so if assuming you have the cash, you could go out and buy yourself the Icon. Then you could take the money you save and buy two more of that setup and get the 21% interest yourself, if you can collect it from a couple of buddies, and that the interest alone that you're going to collect on that, you could probably go ahead and pay for your toolbox. So, because it looks like you can get just about 3 sets of the Icon for, a similar, I'm not going to say it's exactly, comparison, because I've seen Harbor Freight get a little crazy on that, but you could almost get 3 sets of the Icon for what you get for 1 set of a similar Snap-on is what they're saying. And the other thing that gave me the thought here is 21% on the right here. And let's not forget, they've been stalled a little bit by the whole COVID thing, but Harbor Freight is coming out with that 0% interest. So, wow, right?
Dale, that's a great point. And I gotta say, Barry Everson, you and I have been mind melding through this whole thing. You're absolutely right. I would buy between the two. I would buy the Icon, and if you work in a dealership, this thing's going to work great for you. But here's the point, and you're making a very good point, which is you need another price drop. I think it's still a little too pricey for my liking. I think that Harbor Freight knows that they're not built 100% as well as Snap-on. They're pretty close. They're as close as they can get, and keeping the price at that level. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get that price at a point where you could sell a lot of them and make money on the amount of units you're selling versus selling one and making that money. I'm with you, man. Barry, you and I are mind melding, man. I love it.
Well, Barry, what do you think? 0% interest. Does that kind of get you in the door to go take a second look, Barry? 0% interest. I mean, Justin Dow's thinking about buying a brand new car because he can get 84. Was it 84 months, 0% interest on a new car?
well, look. Barry just answered, and he's absolutely right. I'm with him. He's saying 30-inch deep for $3,000. He'd be willing to pay. He'd probably buy it right now. I'm with you. I'd do the same. I'll buy it right now. No questions asked. That's the deal.
Walk in the store with a pair of steel boots, kick the side of it, and then tell them you'll give them $3K. Put a dent in it.
Yeah. Now, if I saw that at the tent sale or something like that, I would absolutely buy it for $3,000 right there with a dent. I don't care.
That's interesting. That's interesting. You mentioned that the tent sale. You know, if it's sitting out there on the sidewalk, but you better make sure you get there early, because I'm pretty sure there's.
Well, that's the sweet thing about $3,000, right? A lot of people don't have it. They're a little scared to invest that much in it. So if you've got it and you happen to see the sidewalk sale, the tent sale, all the different sales that Harbor Freight has, and you happen to see that thing for about, $3,000, $4,000, $3,000, $3,500, I'm down. I'd buy it.
Yeah, Clayton's got a point, but I mean, look at their new line of power tools that are coming out. They're starting to put the what is it, Hercules, Ed?
Yep, Hercules.
They're starting to put those up against Cobalt. So,
and that's a fair comparison. A Cobalt and Hercules, I'm with that all day long. I get a little shaky when they start trying to compare to like Milwaukee and Makita. I'm a big Makita fan. People who watch you guys that watch my channel, you know that I'm a big Makita fan. I would absolutely Cobalt, Craftsman, things of that nature. I say that Bauer and
Hercules
will measure up to that, and that's a fair fight.
Yeah, so Josh makes a very good point here, and that is, those, and everybody does this, the big box stores, do this too, but that interest rate is good if you pay it off in the term.
That's
and
right.
They really get shady about letting you know just how much you're going to have to pay a payday, a week, a month, or whatever to be within that term. Because if you don't pay it off, and I don't know if Harbor Freight is doing this, but the Home Depot and Lowe's and Best Buy cars, those store name cars and stuff, what they do is if you do not pay it off by the term, they go back and charge you the interest from day one. Oh, yeah. So all of a sudden you see a big interest chunk come on your card that they just go ahead and pay themselves. Hey, I'm just going to go ahead and pay myself here. You guys were a day late, So, what you mean? You have to go online and navigate some archaic website to get to the payment thing, and then they want to charge you $3 to make your payment. Yeah. And then you go into the store, they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't take the payment here."
Hey, Dale, I got to say this real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt, but hey, Sharon, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. It's not my fault, Sharon.
Shut up.
It is not my fault, Sharon. I'm cool with you, girl. I'm cool with you. I didn't do it.
Stay away from my wife, bro.
Did you? Wait, hold on.
Tall, dark, and handsome over there talking to my wife. What are you doing?
Hey, bro, listen. Did you see her note? She left you a text on here.
Oh, did she?
That's what I'm trying. Oh, come on, dude. I'm looking out for you, and you try to tell me I'm talking to your wife. Come on, man.
Oh.
There we go.
I thought he was out here trying to get me out of trouble or something. I was like, no, she can't hear me, bro. She can't hear me. They're watching. Oh no.
She's out there watching, and she hearing you talking about spending $3K on a tool cart. Oh no.
Well, thanks for helping me, Ed, even if I'm too stupid to realize. Well, anyway, I brought us all back here because I wanted to get final thoughts before we sign off. I think I already got them, but I'm going to let everybody chime in here and throw up a few comments. Everybody, your final thoughts: 0% interest if you pay it off in the right term, and whatever. I think it's a little high, but I have seen them live, and they really are very, very nice boxes. They're about at the point now where I said if I personally could afford Tecton and Gear Wrench, everything. That's what I'd be buying. But that's my champagne. My beer budget gets me Husky and Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh Pro. I won't stoop to Pittsburgh. It's Pittsburgh Pro. So, Ed, what do you think?
I'll stick to my guns. I really believe that the price has to be dropped just a bit more before I do it for 0% financing. 0% financing is something I love. I use it all the time. Anything I want to purchase, as long as you pay it off in the term. Josh Perloff, you're absolutely right. I always pay it off in the term. As soon as I buy it, I do the math as to what my payments are going to be. I set it up for automatic payment, and I make sure it's paid off a month beforehand. That way, I know I'm not freaking out. The casters, guys, the casters. I can't go with the casters. That's really what's bothering me. The drawers are cool. The units are cool. They look like they're thick metal. They're tough. I like the accessories that you can do with it, and obviously, it's cheaper than Snap-on, and probably even Husky and a few others. I would do that all day long. I like the Harbor Freight ones, but I just need them to be a little bit cheaper with better casters. That's where I'm at, and I'll do the 0% financing, and I'll get me a nice big one, and get the accessories.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna answer that question. They're nice boxes, but again, what is your finance? In the times that we're living in, if you ain't got the money, don't get sucked in by the 0%. We still, got a shaky future going. If you got money put away, set aside, go take a second look at the boxes. Everybody can nitpick everything. So they're out on display. Go to the store, check them out. If I was a little bit more of a gearhead, I would definitely invest in something like that, because they are beautiful. They look real nice, and the storage is unbelievable. I do like the certain features that they have, so it's worth a second look.
Dale, before we go to you, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Hey, everybody, please support Dale's channel. Come on, man. He's doing live streams with all of us. That's amazing. Give him thumbs up. Make sure you give him all the thumbs up here. And please, you know what? He finally got his super chat working. How many times have you guys gone on the Bears channel and everybody else's channel and dropped in super chats? Give the guy some super chats, man. He needs it he's too humble to say it himself. And he's probably going to slap my wrist for saying it. Guys, give him some super chats so you can buy more tools, do more reviews, do more videos, and stay on top for all of us in the community as to the sales that are going on with Harbor Freight. I'm shilling for you, Dale. I'm a Dale shill.
What did you say earlier, Jay? Shilling.
I'm shilling like a villain.
Shilling like a villain. So, hey, I wanted to be the first one to give you a super chat, and I did. I hope I'm not the last one. Please, everybody, keep hitting him up. He deserves it. He's one of the nicest guys in the community. I have to say, you deserve that and more, man. I can't believe that you don't have more subscribers and more viewership. So we gotta get you some help somehow.
I look in the morning. I look in the mirror every morning and I say, what's wrong with me? Why don't I have 30, 60,000? Is Jeff up to 70,000 now or something like that? Why don't I have 70,000 viewers? I'm a funny guy. I crack people up.
You know what? We gotta shoot a video of you at the golf range. Maybe that'll help grow the views. I want to see it. I'm in. So.
Who was that? Was that Ed? Ed? I was talking to Ed on chat the other night, and he said, "Bro, I'd go golfing with you anytime." I said, "Man, if you're going to go golfing with me, you better learn how to duck fast, man."
And it's not always safe to stand behind the guy who's swinging the club. You gotta say that from personal experience.
Especially a guy who can't see. You might swing it right into the windshield of your Porsche, buddy.
Not my Porsche.
Yeah, you gotta plug yourself, Dale. You're not doing any plugs for yourself. I mean, even the Bear on his channel plugs himself a little bit, and he does the adopt a mod thing and everything. You gotta do something, bro.
Okay, so what's this? Jay has what's up? So I'll say, give me cash, give me cash, give me cash.
Get the cash.
Give me the cash. Show me the money. I'm How quick will I get sued if I put that Jerry Maguire scene in my? Everybody got these cool intros now. By the way, just throwing out a plug there for our friend over at Client Graphics here and get in
There it is.
He sent me this sticker, Chris and Amy over there at Client Graphics, and he sent me this sticker. So just wanted to give them a quick shout out. They are just the most fantastic people. You know, I just love the channel. You know, while we're wrapping up here, guys, your thoughts you guys out there that are in the comments, your thoughts about the wives. We were having a discussion about the channels that have their wives, the Den of Tools, Jeff and Jesse, and then I just love Chris has Amy out there on with him once in a while. And I actually saw my very favorite Justin Dow video. I wish I could put a link to it here instantly because I'd have to go find it. Was when his wife was making fun of him because he got scared out of his garage by what he thought was a bee, and it was a beetle. She came. He's like hiding, you know, and she just walks right out there. She goes, "That's not even a bee. It's a beetle." Yeah, come on, JD. Let's see her some more. She cracked me up.
No, I think that's totally cool. If you can pull it off, because you know having that support is great. You know, and you know if you can grow together, I think that'd be pretty awesome. But I have a long way to go. There's only one of my videos. It's Jay Handy on the roof, where my wife is on the background. I think that's as close. I think that's the only time you guys will ever see her on video, and that was on accident because she's walking in the background.
Was it you? I thought I was watching your channel, and somebody walked out in the garage, and you just saw like their feet or something, and walked back in or something.
Maybe my daughter.
Maybe it was her.
Yeah.
If your daughter's watching, I wanted to tell her, Jay makes fun of blind people, so you should scold him.
Just the ones.
The bad man.
Just the ones I know.
Jay politically incorrect.
You think you got it bad? You should hear the things I tell my deaf friend.
Hey,
I can't hear you though. I can see. I can hear Jay.
Hey, Josh Perloff, do you have a channel? And I'm probably not subscribed to you, because he makes a good makes a good statement there. My wife, so it's kind of funny, right? Because people of Latin, that's not fair, but you know, Latin, Hispanic, or whatever, or people of our background are considered better if you're humble. We're very quiet, humble people. You show your love and admiration by your actions, not by your words. My wife isn't going to be running to jump on a camera and do something. It's like against what it's really weird, right? She's never going to be okay with it. She's going to say, that's not right. You shouldn't be out there, be ostentatious, showing yourself off. That's the opposite of the way she thinks. It's kind of hard. But she has told me in the past that she would help me with a video here and there. But I think that comes down to like holding the camera or maybe being another set of hands in the video. Yeah. We talked once where we wanted to do a video series where I show her tools, because she was saying, I'd like to know the difference between a hammer drill and a regular drill, or an impact drill versus a chuckless drill, or a drill with a chuck. What's the difference and why, and when do I use one versus the other? And that's cool, right? Because there's a lot of women out there that want to get into learning how to do DIY, and they just don't really know when to use one screwdriver versus another. And there's no issue with that. They just never learned. I didn't know. There was a time I didn't know. And she said, I'd be cool to do a video like that, but I'll never show my face, just my hands, just like you do it. So now that I'm showing my face, I don't know if I'll ever convince her.
Well, there it goes. There, you messed up the plan.
Jay, you tell me, what You think your wife would go for it?
No, there's no way she's on camera. No way.
Yeah, exactly.
We're having how do I say it? Yeah, no, she's not coming on camera. She's not.
See, I think you guys are full of hooey. You know what I think, everybody? I think these guys have beautiful women, beautiful wives, because they've got these gorgeous daughters. They act like they do this tech stuff, and they got these gorgeous daughters out there that know all the media, the social media ins and outs, and so they got these gorgeous women. They're like, I ain't putting my wife out there.
My wife is gorgeous. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you this. My wife is gorgeous. I met her when I was very, very young. She's the first woman I fell in love with, and she's been my wife ever since. I love her to death, but she's never coming on here, and not because I don't want to show her off, but because she just won't do it.
This is a solo project.
My wife was just outside the window of my office here making faces at me, trying to get me to crack up. I'm going to come in here and say goodbye while we sign off, honey.
Does she know that you can't see?
Hi. Bye, Dale.
Hey.
Oh, there she is. Wait. Hold on. She's got to tell us something again. You got to. We always end our streams with all three of us together, Sharon, with you telling us an embarrassing story of Dale.
No.
He's like, no.
Out there, so keep it clean.
No, it has to be clean.
About when you got arrested from the band, remember you got in the fight with the guy that was giving your bandmate's mom a hard time?
He was.
He was.
I got arrested for fighting in a bar. I was in a band, and I think I've told you guys the story. I was in a band, and my buddy Skip had his mom there, and she went on a night because she was a proper lady, and she didn't go to bars, but she wanted to see her son play. And she came out, visited on vacation. She went to the bar, and this guy was drunk, and he was hitting up on her and being rude, and a very prejudiced, my friend Skip and his, they were black, and this bouncer was prejudiced, and Skip very politely said, hey, make this guy leave my mom alone. And, he even confronted the guy and said, hey, would you? And the guy said, yeah, I'll take care of it next time. So we're on stage, and I didn't have a very big part in this song anyway. We're on stage and we're playing, and this guy comes up and he's, mauling her. He's just all over the poor lady, and she's trying to get him off her. And Skip is in the microphone and motions to the bouncer, come get this guy off my mother. And he just sat over there and laughed. So it really made me mad. And I was all of, a 20 something at the time. And I flew off that stage, and I jumped up on the table and went across the table and, tackled the guy. And I honestly, I just wanted him to get off the guy's mom, and it really made me mad because I thought it was a prejudice thing that this guy was doing, and so that made me even more mad because why should she have to put up with that? Anyway, so, they threw him out. They 86 that guy, and I went back up on stage and went back to playing. And when we got done, they had a couple of cops there, and I'm like, oh, well, they were just reporting the whole thing, right? And they proceeded to throw me over the bar and put handcuffs on me. Oh. And, they didn't, it wasn't a press charges or anything back in that day. Everybody had a better sense of humor. So I didn't get like a record or anything from it. They just threw me in the drunk tank for the night and let me out the next morning. But you can bet when they were pulling me out of there backwards out of that bar, I looked at that bartender. I said, I'll be back tomorrow morning for my money, and you better have it too, because by golly, I'll spend the second night. So that's a story. That's the whole story. And if you guys repeat it, I'm going to erase the evidence afterward.
Oh, we'll never tell anyone.
Yeah.
I'll give you a freebie. He's kind of known for that kind of thing, diving into the crowd.
Yeah.
Really?
He did that bartending too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
We're getting some stories, man. I like it. We should do story time with Dale.
That one's for another night. We're going to talk about when I was that one is a funny story, and I'll tell you guys that one sometime. But we have been on late, and I'm going to get off here. I want to thank everybody for. I'm going to need here. How's this for shilling, Ed? I'm going to need a few more super chats for that story. So you guys remember that next time. Thank you all for coming. We got some projects coming up that are going to be fun. Clayton sent us a whole list of how he would tool up a cart, and he mimicked my idea, and I think I'm going to tool up one for my daughter because she's becoming quite handy around the house, and that's going to be coming up. So if you guys want to get on that, leave comments of how you do it and let me know. Final words, Jehu.
Peace, love, and happiness and health. See you guys. Good night.
Ed.
Hey, I just wanted to say quickly, thank you everybody for the condolences, love, prayers, and everything that you provided me. I know there's a lot of people here. I noticed the names that sent me a lot of messages out there during my family's hard time. I appreciate you. One last thing, please keep supporting Dale's channel. It's awesome. Dale's the man, guys. He's one of the kindest people. He reached out to me and talked to me on the phone constantly during this situation. Give him thumbs up, give him super chats. Keep talking to him, okay? He's a good guy. That's it. And hey, if you haven't checked it out already, check out Ed the Old Tech Guy channel. It's kind of cool. I goof around with tools. Check it out. Peace.
Check the comments after this. I will put links to Ed's channel and Jehu's channel and any other channels I can think of, and not my wife's channel. You guys take care. Thank you for coming. Good night. I got to click one more time.